can make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. It can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And thank you. This is Stories with Tim. Hi, and welcome to my very first podcast. This is Tim. Thank you for joining me. This is my very first time doing this, so if you want to get to know me, look up me on Facebook, YouTube. My YouTube name is Tim Blogspots. My Facebook is Tim Blogspots. I have a blogger page on my Facebook. I do TikTok, Instagram. I also do Instagram stories, Facebook stories, and upload a lot of pictures and funny stuff. And there you go. I'm Tim. Thank you for joining me on my podcast for the very first time. Sorry this is short, but this is an introduction to my very first podcast. And I'm 31 years old, live in Moreno Valley, California, and signing off, and have a great night. Bye. Hello. Welcome to my broadcast. This is Tim, and thank you for taking your time out of your day to listen to my recordings or listen to my podcast. I am Tim Thornton, 31 years old, live in Moreno Valley, California. I started wanting to do videos and become a YouTube star about in 2018. I was sitting at a bus stop eating Thin Mints, Girl Scouts Thin Mints, and I had Snapchat at the time and was recording me talking about the Thin Mints and showing people what I was eating and all that, and using the funny filters and funny voice changing filters on Snapchat. I was kind of scared at the beginning when I did my first video for YouTube. It was an introduction about me and about what I was going to do for my YouTube channel. Throughout the years, I was so nervous I wouldn't be able to start recording or do videos until I got the courage to stand up to myself and tell myself that I needed to start doing videos. I think I got over 30 something videos now on my YouTube channel, and I told myself in 2020 I was going to do more videos, get more videos done, and start a podcast for my fans and for my listeners. And also this year I started to write a memoir. It's called Puzzle Pieces, a artistic memoir by Tim Thornton. I already have about 7.5 pages written in my book, and I'm going to be writing more each day. And one day, hopefully, we'll have my book out in stores and on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and other book platforms like Apple Books, stuff like that. Sitting right here at my kitchen table, just doing a first recording to see how it went, how it goes. I see everybody else doing podcasts or videos on YouTube, and they don't seem to be nervous or scared like I am right now. Why should I be nervous? It's my very first time. I shouldn't be nervous. I told my family that I was going to start this podcast and YouTube thing and to see where it goes. I'm not going to be famous. Not like David Dobrik or the other people I know. I'm not going to be like Plush Time Wins and go out to arcades and play games and win and make videos for their YouTube channel. By the way, if you want to watch them, go to YouTube and type in Plush, Plush, Time, Time, Wins, WINNS on YouTube, and it will pop up their page, and you can subscribe to the channel or just start watching videos. I started watching YouTube videos a long time ago. I never thought about becoming a YouTube star, and it's going to take some time to become a YouTube star. I'm hoping that somebody in the future will recognize me and start telling other people about me. My biography about me: I'm Tim, I'm 31, I live in Moreno Valley, California. I live with my sister, her boyfriend, my dad, and my nephew. We all share a nice little 3-bedroom house in the back rows of Moreno Valley, California. What I want to do in the future, if I did have the money, is run a food truck. But I know those are really expensive to have, and I would never have the money. To save up for one. The reason why I wanted to run a food truck because it got me the idea after watching a Food Network reality show about food trucks. That got me in the mood to think about running a food truck and owning a food truck in the future. But I know I won't be able to run, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun to go around town and cities to cook food and introduce people to new cuisines and cultures and different kinds of rustic foods, and try new things and try to make new things. But in the last year, I did a lot of videos for YouTube. I read a lot of books, and I've been writing a novel, which is a sci-fi crime and stuff like that. I'm still working on that one. But also now I'm starting to write a biography memoir of my life. So I'll be talking a lot about that here and there on my podcast. If you want to listen to my podcast, go to I think it's called Anchor. I don't know. I'll give you the name and where you can get the app and how you can start your own podcast. It's easy and simple. You just sign up with an account on their app, and then you start recording and do what's on the app, and you be able to start your own podcast. I don't really play video games. If I do, I mostly play some mobile games like Candy Crush, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I play Grand Theft Auto 5. That's a very cool game. I've been playing that for a while. I like playing the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy. That's a fun game to play, and seeing the remaster is really good. Seeing all the levels being redone nicely for the new generation. I like that. I also cook. I like to cook a lot of food. I was in culinary at Job Corps Center in Astoria, Oregon. Was there for close to 2 years, and joined the culinary program because the home health aid program was full. I didn't want to wait for a long time, so I decided to take culinary as a week trial, see how that went out. And then after the week, we had a meeting and asked me if I want to stay. And I asked them yes, and then that's how I started to become a student in the culinary program and learned everything that they had in the program. But I'll talk to you more about that on my podcast about me and Job Corps and culinary. there'll be a lot I'll be talking about. I'll be doing a couple of podcasts per day. What else would I say? Nothing much. I would probably be doing some podcasts with my best friends through video chat. I did one before, but it didn't go through. Didn't even save it or nothing. Just went kapoop, vanish. I try to look my best when I do a video for YouTube. And I know my voice doesn't sound great. I wish my voice was better, but this is the voice I get when you hear me on camera or hear me on recordings. And I know I don't have the best microphone to do my recordings on, but it has to be for now. I'll get me a better microphone in the future. This microphone selfie stick was by a company called Colorworks. No, not Colorworks. Colorways. COLORWAYS. It was sold at Family Dollar for under $5, and my sister's boyfriend said, why don't I get this for him? He might like it because he likes to take selfies and do recordings and stuff like that. So I tried it out, and it works really good for only $5. Not the best thing in the world, but it gives you the good quality recordings you need for now. And it takes instant pictures with your camera mode or any other camera app, and it's good for recording, and you can sing with the karaoke apps you have. No, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Wish I was, because if I was sponsored by the Colorways and Family Dollar, I'll be making money. But sorry, I'm not sponsored. But I should get them to sponsor their what's it call it? How do you say it? Product from their store. I should have them pay me for telling the listeners about the product. If you had a chance, go to the Family Dollar and look up their Colorways products, and you will see the selfie mic. It's for recordings and singing and taking pictures with selfie stick, and has a little button for taking pictures. I also like to listen to books, audiobooks, and I'm reading a true story about a lady that ends up murdering her best friend by torturing her for a long time, and ends up having her husband and kids burying the body and throwing the remains somewhere in the ocean. And one of the kids is trying to tell the police and the high authority about why her aunt did all of this. But I'll tell you more about that book later on when I'm more into it. Michael Connelly is a great author. He's coming out with his next book called Fair Warning, May 20th. If you think May 20 or May 26th, I don't know. It's coming out in May. If you like his writing, he has a new book. Last year he did Nightfire. Then the year 4 was The Dark Scare Nights. And then the year before that, it was Two Conscious Truths, which I'm reading at the moment. Really great book. If you like Michael Connelly, you should pick up his 3 latest books, and then look for his new book for ebook and hardback at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and any other book platform websites. This was Tim. Thank you for enjoying my video, and I hope you have a good day. And stay tuned for my next episode of Stories with Tim. And have a great day. Bye.